It's been a long day, family. I've been trying to get here. It's been kind of hard. But we going to make it happen. Because you know we got to do our toast. Even though it ain't the top of the day, we still got to throw that toast out. So family, gather up. Grab your glasses. We're going to have toast and talk. We got a little bit of time. I know it's on that. Y'all like, it's Brother Hot Tim. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The toast is supposed to be done in the morning. And you are correct. But the morning wasn't available for me. And I'm going to do the post anyway. And also open it up to talk because I know it being summertime, family, it being summertime, many of us may not have anything else to do. So let me see what I'm going to do right now. Let me go on and get everything together so I can go and get the song. You be like, Brother, how Tim, that's a morning song. No, you need to be taking your breath, drinking your water, and doing all other stuff all throughout the day. Not just in the morning. All right. Let me go on and make sure that we are streaming on all cylinders. Okay, I could take tribal quotes off the top now. And I think I'll do that. We're going to remove tribal quotes off the top of the screen right now. And unpin from top of page. Okay. Let's see what we're streaming on right now. Okay. Hootsuite don't record me, don't see me at all yet. I'm trying to make sure anybody out there in the family, okay. Hootsuite sees me on, it sees me on Facebook, that's it. I'm not popping up on, in any form of fashion, on, let's see, let's refresh the screens. Nope, not showing up on, kind of make you wonder what you pay these people for sometime, I mean, your shit supposed to be up, especially during these hard times when you got brothers breaking bread, you know what I'm saying? Shit's supposed to work. Without a shadow of a doubt, right? I shouldn't be guessing. So it says I'm online on Facebook, I'm online on Periscope. It's still sending data to YouTube. I don't know what the hell that means. So that means I might have to come and start my show. I might have to start the show streaming on Facebook a lot earlier than I am on Spreaker. This is why the podcast piece is very important. You understand what I'm saying? Because we could jump off at any given time, right? So let's go back and let's go into edit post. I'm about to share it on 2 other timelines as well. And we're going to get started, family. We're going to get started. Right now, I can't see any comments. Shouts out to Charles Stevenson. I hope I said your last name right, sir. I see it look like you got Huey Newton up as a picture. Shouts out, my friend. We're about to kick it. We're going to be able to talk about the things. I mean, it's toast and talk. So the direction of conversation depends on you. After I cross post, I'm going to get up. We're going to do our little intro. And then we're going to get into what we're supposed to be doing for today. Boom. There we go. There we go. Let's. Come on. There we go. All right. Boom. I didn't know I had one for that. So let's stream on that too. Save. Alright, so we streaming on all cylinders right now. We sent out the message, so we're gonna do what we came to do. So here we go, family.
Mr. Diddy.
Anyway, come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water or container. Lift that pitcher or container of water and pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Y'all should already been moving, right? Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water, fam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Raise, toast, then drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Remember to stay healthy though, family. We got to breathe, drink, eat, move. Culturally appropriate, of course, right? But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Man, listen. Well, I kind of outsmarted myself today because I figured I promised that my wife I would take her somewhere, and we left. I said, all right, we're gonna get out here, and it wouldn't be good for me to start my toast because usually when we do the toast and talk, when I have to go somewhere, people be calling in, and I don't be wanting to get off, and I don't want to be having a funky attitude while I'm in the car because, you know, this was the big break, right? So I said, we're going to do it afterwards, right? After it's damn near 3:30. So I get home, it's a little about like before 3. So I start trying to set up the equipment. My computer got to shut down, and y'all know how it has to shut down and reboot and upload new data or whatever. And then on top of that, I'm trying to switch and find the stuff that I want to send out, and I'm having problems doing all that, and I'm sitting up here like, damn, it's almost 4 o'clock. I've been on this computer a little bit before 3 trying to get everything ready so I could broadcast for y'all. I'm sitting up here like, shit, it don't stop, right? So we need to do the toast. We're going to do the toast. Then I'm going to open up the lines. Lines are open at 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Lines will be hot after we get done with the toast. And speaking of the toast, let's pop it off. First off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call the creator. The energy is all around us all the time, but we just want to become conscious of it, and we want to raise our glass and say, Ashe. From their family, where do we go? We go to our list of our illustrious ancestors, and we grab that list, and we begin to read, and we lift them up. And here we go. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alberta Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar, Montague Pittman, Now Normal X, Sapet Mott, Rob Malika Pacour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Rod Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright. Got my finger right there. I want to make sure if there's any comments I could catch them. All right, no comments. Let's keep it moving. Derek L. Pulling, Alexa Brown, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Johnson, no, my fault, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kill Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randall, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird, B.D. Sell, Well, Levita Farm, Argoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hansberry, Harvey Hansberry Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Alda Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankston, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas, and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillimon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Shouts out to Brother Kwame, I see you out there. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Pasigi Fulani, Jim Robertson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan. Brother Kwame says, make it a great day to all those out there. John and Mary Sullivan. Brother Kwame, did Brother Deshaun get in touch with you? Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, The Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch. Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, the First H. Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Ewan Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimmel Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Hat Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes. That might be what it is. Man, I be pouring libations and the answers are something be talking to me because I be like, damn, that's what it is. Leroy Stokes. A question that I was asking myself, I started wondering why something happened. And I'm saying I want to check if... Nope, that's not it. All right. Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Manella, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls here in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Greenback, Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robert Lee Carwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Colford, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evers McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Let me get this out of here. Get out of here. Boom. There we go. No, get out. Get out. There we go. All right. We move to our black book. And we are at Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Todd, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundall, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lupkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gourret, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Desin, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger II. All right. So we raise up our glass, saluting all of our ancestors, and we say, Ashe. Hold on. Gonna check the chat one more time. Let me make sure we are streaming on all cylinders. Oh, of course not. The YouTube function is not working, Captain. Well, what's going on with YouTube? Can somebody find out? All right. Well, here we go. So let's get back to it. Let's just get back to it. All right. So now we toasted our ancestors. We lift up our glass once again. And now, family, we move to the present moment. Right now we are on Kuumba, right? And we need to track down Kuumba. I know the day is almost over, but we got extra light. So get out there and hunt. And you can hunt in the dark, because I know some of y'all going out tonight. You can hunt in the dark. You understand what I'm saying? Track down Kuumba. Capture and release. Activate those reticular formations. We are seeking out Kuumba, right? Posting up hashtag Kuumba. Right? You can post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey. Come on now. We got to start looking for what we want. We got to start looking for what we need. Let's start hunting for our principles because they're out there and they're working in our community. Many of us can't see it because we're so used to being bombarded with foolishness and fuckery that it's hard for us to see past all that. And what I'm trying to get y'all to see is that some of the stuff that we're talking about in our community has been going on and has been going on for a very long time. Many of us just don't recognize it, right? Once again, lifting, talking about removing illusions. There's some illusions out there that just got us set up on us looking at ourselves as fucked up. And I'm trying to tell you, family, it's some beautiful stuff happening in our community. People coming together in ways that you never thought. Creativity is being spawned all the time. And I ain't just talking about rap and poetry and sports and shit. I'm talking about there's all types of creativity popping off in our community. And we want to salute this moment because we are on the day of Kuumba. We want to salute this moment and get out there and find it. So, for those born on today, we want to give you a round of applause. To all of my Kuumba babies, a round of applause. For those that don't know, Kuumba means creativity. And on today, also we have the modic principle of order. We have the color orange, as you can see. We have the Hermetic law of cause and effect. Male name is Kwame. Kwame is your day. Kwame is your day. Female Ama. All the Amas out there. Love out. Love, sending out love to all the Amas out there. Now, keeping a promise. Saturday. Oh, Lord have mercy. Kuumba child. I got you. I don't even type it. I got you. Saturday child. Damn the skin. All that spirit is working on me. The Kuumba child. God image. Ame. Male or Ame, male. Kwame, female, Ama. You are a person of wise and gentle composure, whose gift is for bringing peace to troubled waters. You have reached a clear purpose beyond yourself, and this sustains your well-being. You are the most ancient one. You are the most happy one, full of wisdom. You are the defender of the past. You can be a conduit for spiritual expression. You tend to rediscover faith during a major passage, and you become involved in a major cause. You feel part of a larger intention toward love and justice. You face crisis through prayer. You are reanimated through religion, though you are not overly concerned with formal churches. You said between you and Navita, oh man, I be pumping them. I pump out a little bit almost every day. My slate is cleaning up. I don't know about Navita's. You know what I'm saying? She need to suffer. How about that? She need to suffer. Right? So we lift up our glass in this moment, saluting the moment that we are in, the moment of Kuumba, the moment of Kwame, the moment of Ama. We lift up the glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. From this moment, family, where we go? We move to the present. We move from the present moment into the future. We toast our children, our children's children onto infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations, and we lift up that glass and we say, Ashe. Right here, right now, this is where we do the selfish toast, family. What is it that you need in this moment in order to move towards being a better you? We say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on, and I toast the most magnificent, wonderful, and beautiful individual, the most beautiful individual in the room. That's you. I lift up my glass to you. I toast you, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy. And 100 years, and now it's time for us. That opened me up. Hot damn. That's that last little bit of mango that I let sit for a couple of days. All right. Speaking of that, I got to go down there and do something with the tea. All right, so just letting y'all know, call-in lines are open. Conversation is open. We could talk about our issue with, or my issue, however y'all want to look at it, with Afrocentric School. We could talk about some of the principles of the week or the folk tales of the week. We could talk about some of the stuff that's going on in the news that I'm about to share with y'all, because there's some real fuckery afoot. And I think we need to address it and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We could talk, of course, you know, we're going to end up tying all this shit into reparations anyway, because it all leads back to reparations. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you start studying something. You know what I'm saying? You just be like, oh, all this shit I got to find a way to make my whole life connect. It has to connect. I don't understand why it's not connecting. Right? So that's what we got to, you know, and that's what we got to do. We got to become so good at what we do. So I sent that out. Let me send it out on Spreaker. Call-in lines. I got to call in. Lines open. 614-556-4535. All right. Let me put it in one more place. All right, family. I'm also going to be in and out of town. Let me say that. So we will be doing the toast. We will be doing it in the morning. I don't know the lay of the land yet, but I will be taking my equipment so that we can continue our daily ceremony, ritual, the daily ritual of toasting and having a talk. I will be checking the news, trying to keep up with stuff so I can make sure I got stuff for you. But I'm going to be doing this live from Simba Camp, so we will not be in the captain's chair in the Black Cave. We will be in the woods somewhere doing our broadcast in the morning. So we're going to be able to catch the sunrise, and we're going to possibly be a little bit earlier and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure, okay, it popped up on the Facebook page. I just wanted to make sure it popped up. All right, so I got the lines open, and let's see. Oh, we have a free, it's a free G&J, a free e-course from G&J. A free e-course, right? I'm gonna be launching it soon. Be on the lookout for it. A free e-course from G&J. As a matter of fact, the website is going to be launched real soon. And just so that y'all know, I'll be able to tell you to email the web page, freegnjecourse.com. But don't go here yet. It's still under construction. Construction right now. But we will be launching the first of hopefully many e-courses, free e-course, and family is going down. Once again, we will be at Simba, so I'm going to be broadcast for Simba. So some of you parents or some of y'all that might know parents who are sending young people to Simba that might want to keep up with some of the activities, you can get with me. Now, one of the things that I'm not allowed to do is I'm not really allowed to videotape stuff and then post it directly on. So what I have to do is I have to wait now. I'm in a different mode right now. Different mode with the family right now. So I ain't going to violate none of that. Just boom. But I will be able to commentate for you and share what I can. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to work out a system. I'm going to be able to put some stuff up so that y'all can understand what's going on with the whole Simba idea, with the whole Simba camp piece, and it's being here, right? Y'all could go on and get the importance of it and help us next year. You know what I'm saying? And then also we still got a camping trip that I'm expecting to pop off sometime in August. after we get done with all this, because, brothers put a lot of energy into this shit. So, God damn it, we better have us a Gye-Nyame Journey family camp. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Spread the word. Spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Those in Gye-Nyame, spread the word. I'm not fucking around. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So, let's go to some of the news. Because family, have y'all been checking out some of the foolishness? Some of the foolishness that's popping off in the world. Have you checked it out? There's some good stuff out there too, but this foolishness is almost too good to walk by. I'm just telling y'all right now. I can see why many of us have not seen our principles active, because some of this fuckery is just too good to just I gotta keep walking. Nah, dog. Some of this shit is good. Hold on. Let's get to it. All right, so tomorrow we have we had a per onk going down, right? And it will start at 11:30. So I'm trying to get into place, and as soon as it's over, probably after the Sabiet, I'm gonna be creeping out so that I can get up to the camp and meet with the young people. But I want to give my support to the community. You know what I'm saying? We got to try to support and on those times when we have a little bit of time to come together, to start coming together, because that's how communities and tribes and families do. Let me say that again. That's how communities, tribes, and families do. The little bit of time that we got, we really enjoy seeing each other. Even if sometimes somebody in the family get on your goddamn nerves, it's good to go and see them, because what you do is you immerse yourself back in that vibe. And immersing yourself in that vibe, you form a connection with it. I keep on. It's a lot of stuff we missing. It's like we could talk to economics, we could talk to politics, we could talk to social, but if we don't understand that whether we're talking economics or politics or the social we're talking about energy flowing. So you got to bring things into proximity if we talk about energy flowing, so that we could go and keep that vibe going and strengthen it. You know? You can't, we can't come together once a month or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't come together in the ways that many of us been coming together and expect for some changes to really happen. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all that want to come out just during Kwanzaa, are you serious? Are you serious? Some change, you know what I'm saying? Some change is supposed to happen when all the soldiers is at the crib chilling. You don't go to work. Really think about this. I tell people all the time, I say, I believe most people are closet atheists. They don't believe in shit. Really, they don't. Because they don't act like the ancestors or the creators really seeing them. They just, it's like paying on an insurance policy, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell what somebody really believe in by where their energy and their money go. Let me say that again. You can tell what somebody really believe in, what somebody really worship, by where their time and their money goes. So go on, look at some of your conscious friends and be like, time and money. Where is it? That's what he's worshiping. That's what she's worshiping. Come on, family. Y'all can fool some of them out there. My boots have been on the concrete just a little bit too long for you to be messing around with my brain, right? So here we go. In the news, I'm understanding that R. Kelly is back in court. Now, but hold on. So I wrote, because my sister, who's a lawyer, also put something up on this too. Isn't it strange that the R is back in the news when Jeffrey Epstein gets busted? Justice or smoke and mirrors? I should have put a question mark there. Where is my editing team? Where is all the... There's about 5 people with admin status on Gye-Nyame Journey, and I be making all these mistakes, and nobody does anything. I'm going to start... I know how to get people's attention. I'm going to go through and start clicking people off. Just to wake them up. Click. Administrative status have been revoked. Why you do that? Well, you ain't doing shit. I'm trying to build it to where this is a full-time job. Not even a job. This is a full-time adventure. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it says, Fed bring new sex crime charges against singer R. Kelly. AP News. Hold on. And this just happens. This is recent. And my sister Veronica says they waited until they arrested Epstein so people couldn't point out the racism-driven selective prosecution that said, I hope both pedophiles get equal justice. Hold on. I want to get the rest of it. Go to prison. She hope both pedophiles. I do too. But it's crazy for me, right? Because we got a billionaire with a ranch, $1 billion ranch out in the middle of nowhere with his own landing strip and all this shit. We know that he been dealing with young girls. And this motherfucker has a ranch whose living room is bigger than most of our houses. I'm talking about the whole house, the basement, the upstairs. If you take all the square footage, the living room is that motherfucking big. It has its own airstrip. So you don't even have to go to town. You just fly straight into his shit, unload the kids, fly right back off to get the next batch. They go and do their little freaky ritual, pedophilic love shit, and get rid of the girls. And then since it's in the middle of nowhere, Lord knows if all the girls are even coming back. But then we got R. Kelly's broke ass, right? Broke ass. Really, just think about this. This nigga made albums sold probably billions of dollars. This motherfucker is broke. And they're dragging this motherfucker through the mud. And the call, because they know more people is going to be interested in what the fuck R. Kelly did. More of the masses, more of the people who are moved by that type of controversy is going to overshadow Epstein. See, because family, what y'all don't know is there's no way that Epstein wasn't supposed to go to jail. I know some of y'all know, but there's no way in the world that Epstein wasn't supposed to go to jail. Unless he knew somebody or he knew something. I just want to keep it all the way real. That was beyond white man justice. What he got was beyond white man justice. You understand what I'm saying? Because we know white people got a certain a step ahead of you when they go to court. But the shit Jeffrey Epstein, whatever his name is, what he got, that was light years. White people looking at that shit and be like, what the fuck? Really, white people shocked by this. 18 months? What? Come on now. So we already know. So they're covering something. And then on top of that, both these stories break, right? And there's some other stuff that we always got to be aware of. So in Gye-Nyame Journey, not only do we need to look at what's going on at the surface, but we're going to have to start learning how to dig. Kwame say he asked the question, jail, shit, he should be going to prison. You know what I'm saying? He should be in prison. No, this motherfucker living. You know what I'm saying? He living a life that that Robin Leach would be mad at. You understand what I'm saying? This motherfucker had got a ranch. They call it the Zorro Ranch, I think. Out in the middle of the desert in New Mexico. Airstrip. Y'all don't, do you understand what that means for a pedophile? Do you understand what type of access this motherfucker, not only do he got the airstrip, he got the jets to fly all over the country. Come on, man. So then we move on, talking about Mr. Epstein. Of course, this is not going, they're gonna cover this up because Epstein he gonna start talking or he might end up dead. Because listen, family, look at the list of friends. He was chilling with Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, the who's who of the individuals that's fucking up white supremacy for everybody right now. Donald Trump is literally fucking up white supremacy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I know some of them old racists out there. It's like, God damn, you ain't supposed to be that overt with the shit. You don't know what these young people, they don't know what God damn, messing up a good thing. You ain't supposed to be just that stupid and open with it. You know what I'm saying? There's some of these other people. We got a lot to talk about. The lines are open, 614-556-4535, and the conversation go in the direction that you wanted to go, or you can keep on riding with Brother Hatim, because I need to just get some of this shit out. So, back to Jeffrey. Jeffrey Epstein donated $15,000 to an all-girls school that's less than a few blocks away from his New York mansion. So check this out. Dude got connections at a little girls' school. He could hook up with the little girls, say, hey, I got videos of the Powerpuff Girls. I own stock in Barbie. I got all the little stuff y'all want. All of it's on that plane right there. Get them little kids on the plane, fly them out to New Mexico, and Lord knows what happens. Just speculations. Right? But I'm just saying. First off, see, this is what I mean. You beat a case. You ain't even beat the case. You was found guilty. Got 18 months in a prison. Were you able to go out and work during the day and return to the prison at night? If you even return. 18 months. And you think that is okay to turn around and make donations to kid shit. Girl kid shit on top of that. Y'all fucking up the game. Y'all, see, white supremacy is tumbling because of the negligence of this generation. I'm just saying, this group of white men right now that's in my age grade and up, y'all fucking up. It's just like, it was so easy for y'all. Y'all just thought, no. Them old white wicked motherfuckers was putting their work in. Y'all motherfuckers just think that people was just actually just bowing because that's the natural order. Y'all started believing the rhetoric. I'm just saying, because some of this shit is just too stupid. I don't understand it. But hey, could happen to a better people. Analysis: Trump pattern is create crisis, retreat, and move on. So it sounds like Trump's policy is He got that straight from some of the best think tanks in America called middle schools. Sound like he using a middle school strategy to move the world to the next level. Took it all the way back to the middle school. I mean, brilliant. Just brilliant. Start shit and retreat. If that is not middle school philosophy, I don't know what is. But hey. So here we go. We have Per Ankh tomorrow at 1409 East Livingston at 11:30 a.m. It will be a potluck. The Sabayat will be given by Elder Alona Edwards and Phyllis Hairston Ransom. So come on out and get some good words, family. I'm going to try to get out there before I move off to Simbaland. Because the road to Simbaland is long, rough, and rugged. Takes a hell of a man to make it on through. So if you ain't man enough to keep up this lonely journey, get your foot off my road and let a real man through. That means that's symbolic. That means that the road that I'm going to drive is going to be bumpy and rough and dusty. And I have to leave at about 12:30 if I want to make it on through. Because if I'm not on time, I will not be able to get any dinner. Okay? That's all that song means. Because I know some of y'all very sensitive and shit. And when I say stuff like real man and stuff, some of y'all get upset because, I understand. Sensitive motherfuckers. But hey, it's cool. All right. So I posted up something about Google very angry after contractor leaks over 1,000 assistant recordings. So, family, if you didn't know this, your devices is listening and recording everything that you do. I just want y'all to know that. Right? I mean, so, please, family, operate wisely. There's certain shit you do with your phone, certain shit you don't do with your phone. The phone is a weapon, but a weapon cuts both ways. So we know that you're being listened to. So what happened was in Europe somewhere, some guy that worked for Google who is behind the scenes helping develop the AI for Google, because the issue is that the computers are good, but they still need human assistance, right? So it's going to be a little while before you can totally get humans all the way out the process. And humans are able to listen to it. So what one of the workers did was he just took a group of that shit and he dropped it off at the newspaper. This is what they doing with your shit. Blah, blah, blah. And, and a lot of people are shocked by it. But I just want my family to know. Family, you know what I'm saying? You really having a private meeting, something, all electronic devices need to be put away, moved out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Brother Kwame say Donald Trump was his chilling partner, and rumor had it that Epstein trafficked in a couple of girls for them. We know it's always going to be rumors. It's always going to be rumors, right? The issue is, right? Once you are convicted of something that heinous, am I saying the word right? That diabolical, right? 18 months of night prison? Family, I got a brother in jail for some tax shit for 8 years. See, this is why Brother Hatil be going to fuck off, right? Because I be seeing this shit, and it's like nobody else recognize it. It's cool, or you need to just get over it. I have a friend in jail for some tax shit. We're doing dope man time. And I know dope men who are doing 2 years. And I got to hear about Epstein getting 18 months. And then You got motherfuckers who've been lying to the federal government, to the courts, getting probation. They putting the whole country in jeopardy, supposedly, right? Y'all remember all these people that's been falling off of out of Trump shit? All this Trump and collusion with Russia and shit. It's people being convicted, getting probation, and they violate the whole country. But yet I got a brother who, like I said, don't have, might have a speeding ticket or two. But far as crime, first offense, 8 years federal prison. 8 years. But yet, I hear this shit, and I'm seeing this shit, and I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing about this shit. So I had to develop me I had to use the platform that I have to really start talking about it and really start looking at this shit, because the justice, it is not there. But we have become so used to it that it's okay. Just like this whole piece with this whole Afrocentric shit. It's okay. Brother Hatim, you looking at it too deep. It's okay. No, it's not. It's not okay that we are being denied the right to use something that we pay taxes for a community event in a place that literally comes out of the event that we're celebrating. For those that don't know, we have a school in Columbus, Ohio called Afrocentric Early College. Afrocentric, not Afrocentric. Now, those of you that's in other states, that should bother your ears, because y'all hear Afrocentric. In the Midwest, we locked the shit down and we called it Afrocentric. You got to know the history for that shit. AFRI. If you type that shit into Google, Google is going to autocorrect that shit. That is strictly a Midwest thing and primarily a Columbus thing. Midwest, Columbus. School comes up out of this idea, and all of a sudden, I'm finding out that we're being blocked from being able to use an institution with our name on it. So I gotta, oh, it's not, brother, okay. Okay. All right. They ain't hit your home yet. All right. So I found an article in the Washington Examiner. Collective guilt for slavery doesn't heal, it divides. Y'all knew I was gonna hit. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I gotta keep up with Kwame. He over there. He over there topping it up. Gotta keep up. Hold on. Make sure I ain't missing nothing on Facebook. Okay. Brother Kwame says, correction, child trafficking is one of the top crimes across the globe. Not paying reparations to us black people is the top crime from my perspective. Child trafficking is the greatest crime. Okay, for some reason it's doubling up. Oh, child trafficking is the greatest crime across the world, and 18 months is like pissing on the justice system and the average black man. Who you telling, man? Who you telling? 18, that wasn't even prison. That's 18 months. Not even leaving the city. You get to go to the county jail and sleep. Get to go out and work. And you got enough money and access to money to where you didn't even have to come back, because you could have paid that person who was supposed to be guarding you, you could pay them their salary. You want to make 2 salaries a year? How about 3 times what you made this year? You know, I got this little chick, and when I say little, I mean little chick that I'm gonna be hooking up with later on tonight, and I won't be in till early in the morning. I got you. You know, because everybody about the bag. All right, so but let's go on to Mr. Mitch, because he on the cover, man. I swear that man looked like a turkey. But hold on. Collective guilt for slavery doesn't heal, it divides. This is from the Washington Examiner. It's on my timeline. So this is what I said. Wow. If collective guilt about slavery divides, then what does collective poverty do? He said collective guilt on slavery divides. I think the racial wealth gap is a great divide, don't you think? I agree. Right? So I guess America wants to treat slavery and reparation like Al Capone treated his syphilis issue. Just ignore it. We all know how that shit turned out, don't we? I heard stories that Al Capone was so fucked up from ignoring the syphilis in his system that by the time he got released from prison, he was trying to fish in his backyard pool. You know, could be just a rumor. Thought he was gonna catch fish in his pool in his backyard. So go ahead, America, go on, ignore it. We don't want you. We don't want you to feel bad. Just go on, allow us to just go on and take all of your troubles away like we used to, master. That's what they want to hear from us. Don't worry about us. Go. Leave me here. I'll jump on the grenade of poverty. I'll jump on the grenade of justice. Go live your life, Mitch. Even though your ancestor had all those slaves, it was dicking down them young girls. Say it like it is. Mitch McConnell, let's keep it real. Mitch McConnell's ancestors was doing the same thing Jeffrey Epstein is doing now. God damn it. I mean, it's like everything, we supposed to just glance past all this. And then on top of this, he needs to step down. When it comes to reparations, he don't need to say shit. He shouldn't be allowed to say anything. But it's okay, right? You could just do what you want, how you want with us. How is this man who come from a family who has established wealth, whether they had it or squandered it or not is not my concern, but how is this man is able to get up in front of the country and say something like, why are we going to deal with something that happened over 150 years ago? No one alive now had anything to do with that. But there are people alive right now like your ass that has benefited from it. And America make it okay it's okay for them to ignore this type of shit. It's cool. Ignore Jim Crow and the American justice system basically turning its back on a group of its citizens for over 100 years. Ignore the fact that the American government was collecting taxes and also receiving services from the groups that were involved in slavery. Receiving taxes from the bodies of individuals coming across the ocean being kidnapped. So in this, come on now, collusion of the government, and it's all cool. And we got individuals up here talking about that no one has been affected, talking about the country. I want you to think about this: a country. A nation is a stable, historically developed community, people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and a language in common. Why do people form nations? And why do people form nations? For the same reason that people form corporations: to protect their wealth and to have an institution or something that will be able to outlive them. So you're right. No human being that is alive right now, possibly, had anything to directly do with slavery, but the institution of America was. And the institution of America is equivalent to a person. So yes, there is someone or something alive that was directly alive and directly benefited from slavery, and that is the institution of America. Stop playing with me, white people. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. We form nations. We form families for the future. Corporations and nations and tribes are formed to keep that group of people alive. So that represents the group of people. All over the world, people being sued for reparations, and nobody's coming out saying dumb shit like that, or even being allowed to come out and say dumb shit like that. Europe is not even saying dumb shit about some African countries that's coming after them for reparations. But in America, we have individuals who have power that can at least throw shit up on the floor and say, look, I have to kind of step out of this because I need to step away from this vote. And be honest. Set the example. Now, let me go back to a proverb that we covered this weekend. Frederick Douglass. The life of a nation is secure only while the nation is honest. Mitch, you're not being honest. Truthful. Mitch, you're not being truthful. And American people, you're not being truthful. And virtuous. Oh, that shit was gone a long time ago. Oh, no. We got motherfuckers like Epstein fucking with the virtue of our country. We got individuals like Mitch McConnell's granddaddy that was fucking over the country's virtues a long time ago. Oh, my fault, great-great-grandfather. And he's not the only one. See, we haven't even began to start shaking up and really seeing who, especially those that speaking, how they benefited. Because the word is, Kamala Harris people benefited from slavery too. Probably in Jamaica though, not here. And I already know this is the big talking piece right here. Mitch McConnell, great comeback was, I feel like Barack Obama do about reparations, and Barack Obama got slave traders in his family line too. Great comeback. All right, let me go. I get off. Then I got to look at this. I got to go up and look at this man's face. I posted up something from seeing, but I ain't sure, so I ain't gonna go into that. We need to really start looking at this whole school board thing seriously. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, we got until, I think we're going to be voting on new board members in November. Hello? Somebody fall? We're going to be able to vote for maybe about 4 members in November. I'm not sure. Do we seriously want to make change, or we just want to keep on talking about shit? It's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Is it somebody we want to put up for the board? Do y'all want me to run for the board? Do we got somebody else that's more capable than I am, have more time than I do? Because it's not a paid position. and you got to understand that's purposeful. They do have benefits though. It's purposeful because they understand that a lot of the positions that we need to be involved with requires you to have a certain amount of wealth to work with. Brilliant! You got to have time to go to these meetings. You have to be there for the meetings. So in most cases, you got to have some wealth where you could do some of this shit. But your family was cut out. They set up a whole, this shit is brilliant. You can't, listen, when you really start looking at the shit that was done, you can't do nothing but be like, ooh, these motherfuckers is cold with it. They cold with it. But because we pour libations, we got our ancestors behind us, family, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got access to wisdom that they never even fathomed yet. And won't be able to fathom it. So, we got work to do. But we need to really decide on what we're going to do. Shit'll get off the pot. So I put on here running for a school board. It's something on here about running for the school board. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to check it out and see how to best do it. Then I'm going to talk to some of my political leaning individuals, because we do have political leaning individuals in our collective that have the skills to help at least get individuals in the race. Not only get us in the race, but possibly get us to a point where we can actually win the race. Just a thought. It's there. Let me see. So, Germany can escape historic responsibilities. Bombshell report on WW2 reparations. So right now, Germany is being sued for reparations by two countries. I can't remember one, but I know one of them is Greece. Greece and somebody else is suing them for reparations. Where the joke's at? I don't think that's fair. Is there anybody allowed to still be in effect? Because World War II was a long motherfucking time ago. You know what I'm saying? We was literally, during World War II, we was really just coming up. Hell, we was still in Jim Crow. Damn. Brilliant system, goddammit. All right. Got something on here on eye movement therapy. So here we go. AI trained on old scientific papers make discoveries humans miss. So one of the things that caught my eye about this one is several things. First off, I'm constantly trying to get our children involved in different activities so they could develop skills to survive, because some of the stuff that we're going to have to learn how to do is those more creative industries, because the machines are, in a sense, going to do a lot of the monotonous tasks that we used to do for ourselves. Driving, lifting, organizing. A lot of those jobs that deal with that don't require Kuumba. Speaking of today, that don't require Kuumba, that can just be programmed in. Best believe they are going to program them in, family. Just know that. So we need to start getting our young people ready. But one of the things that interested me about this was that these AI algorithms were basically designed to go through these scientific papers and find things that kind of lined up. And they were able to, by going through all these papers, because they go through all these papers faster than any human can. Because it's always best when you're doing a cross-pollination of studies. It's always best to, in a sense, have one person or one group that are tightly connected in their communications, because that gives them an opportunity to grab different pieces of information from similar papers. They all are in agreement. It's even best to have one individual so that you can catch all these ideas and be like, damn, I was just thinking about that last week, but I read this in this paper this week and boom, boom, boom. Wait, hold on. Wait, if I take that A and B and C, discovery. But machines are able to, or AI machines are able to do it a lot faster. So they're able to take thousands of papers and go through them. And because the algorithm have specific instructions, it can go through and pull out information. Now, the question I was asking was, what could we do with this as far as all of the literature that's been written on black folks over the last few hundred years? Let's take all of that data, have it go through all those libraries. What type of missing pieces will we find, right? Just a thought. You know what I'm saying? Just a project that we could get some young people working on soon. A mix of these food could restore healthy microbes in malnourished kids. Now, once again, Gye-Nyame journey, keep you ahead of the curve. I'm always trying to keep you ahead of the curve. Don't even charge you. Don't even charge them, Kwame. Right? Trying to keep you ahead of the curve. So, on NPR, they had an article about a mixture of foods that scientists have come up with to help starving children. But I want you to think about what these foods are. A mix of these foods could restore a healthy microbes in malnourished children. And the foods are chickpeas, peanuts, and bananas. When children suffer from severe malnutrition. Now, the reason I'm reading this, family, is because many of our children, although they may be fat, and some of y'all, a lot of us are malnourished. So I'm putting this out there for a specific reason. When children suffer from severe malnourishment, they don't just lose weight. The conditions wreak havoc on biological systems throughout the body, including the microbiome, the healthy bacteria and other microbes that live in our digestive tract and all over our body. I'm going to throw that in. Those bacteria number in the trillions in every person and include hundreds of different species. They're essential for metabolism, bone growth, brain function, the immune system, and other bodily functions. If our microbiome is off, everything else in our body is off. So when I'm saying you malnourished, just because you fat don't mean that you're eating good. Got to give us some gripples every now and then, right? In a study published Thursday in a peer-reviewed journal of Science, scientists in a renowned microbiology lab at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis report the development of a specialized food designed to rehabilitate gut microbes in severely malnourished children, a treatment that should facilitate both their immediate and long-term recovery. The food, a spoon-fed paste made from chickpeas, soy, peanuts, bananas, and a blend of oils and micronutrients, was shown to substantially boost microbiome health. So listen, they took chickpeas, they took soy and peanuts. Now, soy and peanuts, think about the connection to soy and peanuts. What were the two products that George Washington Carver was able to extract the secrets out of? Come on now. Chickpeas, soy, peanuts, bananas, and a blend of oils and micronutrients. Come on, family. This shit could be made. You can make this shit at home. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to leave it alone. Y'all do with that. Do what you want with that information. But just know, listen, did you hear all the shit that your microbiome, the thing that I've been screaming about, the thing that I be toasting with and talking to you about as I'm sipping on this ambrosia, and y'all be looking at it like, ooh, what's that floating in there? That's microbiome food, baby. Gosh, go be in my mouth right now. Goddamn. All right. So, family, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I appreciate your time. Hold on. Namibia should be suing Germany for reparations. Now, I read a couple of weeks ago, well, maybe it was a month ago or so, maybe 2 months ago, that there are some actions in the European Parliament far as taking action on reparations. So there are other countries suing. We just don't hear about it. We miss out on a lot of stuff because, like I said, it'd be a lot of fuckery grabbing our attention. You know what I'm saying? We got, we got jet-setting pedophiles. This shit is crazy. You understand what I mean? Not that it's new when you really look at the history. I'm sitting up here shocked that I'm shocked. When you really look at the history, the shit is not new. But the fuckery is just so thick here that we miss out on a lot of stuff. So look up international reparations and see all of the moves that have been being made. Like, because I'm understanding the Caribbean countries are also in the process of suing some of the European countries that are directly responsible for the situation that they are in right now, and have started receiving some monies. Just saying. We the only ones surrounded with naysayers that are able to just be loud and stupid. I mean, it's cool to be stupid, but to be loud and stupid, god damn. We living in a hell of a time. This has got to be the best time for a dumb, ignorant motherfucker to really exist. Because, family, let's just keep it real. I mean, let's be honest. Fools didn't get this is one of the only times in history that fools are able to just live our whole life. We got old fools. And no other time in history, unless you was born and didn't have all your faculties and everybody knew and people protected you, no. They look out. But other than that, right now is a perfect time for fools. Ignorant, dumb motherfuckers to they live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they so dumb that they miss death. It's like, and they got something to say. Like, god damn. It'd be cool if you was just, I'm about to get out of here because I thought my conference call was on. But it wasn't. That's some bullshit. All right, family. But I want to thank y'all for taking the time for checking us out here on Gye-Nyame Journey. Be sure to come back. We usually do it early. We'll be doing it a little bit earlier tomorrow. Shouts out, Mr. Greg Blair. Congratulations on the marriage, my man. What, you watching from Mexico? I thought y'all was in Mexico. I'm up and I'm out, family. It was a pleasure sitting up here sharing some news with y'all. I was wishing some of y'all would call in, man. Y'all quiet and stuff. We're all quiet. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a storm brewing. What you think, Kwame? You think it's a storm brewing? All right, family. I'm out.